Let's MFN go. Undisputed versus undisputed. Jermell Charlo versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. I guess with all the criticism that Canelo Alvarez been getting over his last few opponents, you know what I'm talking about. The John Ryders, the Yildims, the Calums, and Liam Smiths. And y'all do know he just ran into Dimitri Bivol, but y'all know what that fight was supposed to be. Looked like Canelo finally woke up, and I'm telling you now, I truly believe you're going to get the old Canelo back. For the simple fact, he has a chip on his shoulder, and he actually has something to prove. For a while, he didn't. Let's be 100 about it. He was the face of boxing for a long time. He was the cash cow, still is the cash cow. And you can tell during his fights, he didn't have that hunger. But now with all the criticism, he finally decided to face Charlo. But we didn't think it would be Jermell. We all thought it would be Jamal, the guy that's been following him for about at least 8 years now. But I'm telling y'all now, I know y'all saying this is gonna be a cakewalk. He's fighting a little guy. Jermell coming up 2 weight divisions. But the dude is 5 feet 11 inches tall. He already said he can make the weight no problem. I bet you he walk around heavier than that. He has the frame to fill out. And it's not an easy matchup. I know y'all talking about Canelo should be fighting David Benavidez, which are a valid point. But he did not pick an easy opponent. Truth be told, he should win because we haven't seen Jermell fight at that weight. But I promise you, Jermell about that business. He put in that work. I mean, I know we all riding high after what we seen with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Crawford, the first man in history to become 2 times undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes. But y'all do realize Jermell has the same opportunity and would not be a historical event. For the first time in the same calendar year, not only did 2 fighters become undisputed champion, but they did it in 2 different weight classes. Now I know everybody down on Derrick James. It looked like he didn't really have a way to help Errol Spence out. But that all being said, he do have a camp full of champs, and that's not by accident. So I'm gonna give Derrick James a mulligan. It was a bad night for both Errol Spence and him. But you better believe, with all the scrutinizing and criticism that camp is getting right now, he's gonna have Jermell ready. I just can't wait. September 30th is going down. Who y'all with? Lions only or Saul Canelo Alvarez? And I want y'all to think about this, at what's actually at stake here. Canelo really can't afford to lose to a guy, undisputed or not, coming up 2 weight classes. Even though he's the bigger man staturally, Canelo is still supposed to win. And then on the other side, you got Jermell Charlo. That banter that went between him and Terrence Crawford during the Errol Spence fight, you don't think he want to throw that in Bud's face? You can't do nothing, I can't? Yeah, you 2-time undisputed champ, but so am I, in 2 different weight classes. Now you want to be about that smoke, Bud? Let's get it. So on one side, if Canelo loses, you can argue and say he on his downside of his career and it's about time for him to hang up the gloves. And on the other side, you got a guy, a fighter, looking to make history himself. So the stage is set. 2 action-packed fighters. You're not going to see the sweet science like a Floyd Mayweather or a Devin Haney. It would be technical, but it's going to be a lot of toe-to-toe moments in that fight too. More so than not. I got to tune in to this one. And oh yeah, I done told y'all, pound for pound, Jermell is my guy. Now Terrence Crawford, he's the man. I mean, right now can't nobody touch him. Those are the facts. 2-time undisputed champion. But me personally, I even said it in the previous video leading up to the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight that I had Jermell pound for pound the best fighter in the sport of professional boxing. So him winning would be no surprise for me. Tune in September 30th for Undisputed versus Undisputed. I'm Big Jim OG and I'm out.